Welcome in Karibuni to Aroma of Zanzibar. Today I bring you this beautiful classic Zanzibari kuku wa kupaka. Now for kuku wa kupaka, I've got all my ingredients over here for my marinade and I'm going to start right away. So I'm starting with my 1.5 tablespoon of lemon juice, half a teaspoon of black pepper. I've got 1 teaspoon of red chili powder and I'm just going to leave a little bit for the sauce for the later on. And also coriander powder, we're going to do the same, as well as the cumin powder. And also I have 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger garlic paste and 1 tablespoon of oil. You can add a little more if you want. That's vegetable oil. And you just want to mix your ingredients well, make into a nice thick paste. And I'm using a full chicken over here, which is cut into half. You can cut it into quarters or any amount of pieces that you want. Okay, so we're just going to coat the chicken with this marinade. Make sure that all the pieces, all the sides are coated well. And I forgot turmeric powder over here. So just adding about half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. And I also forgot another important element, and that is the salt. So just adding about 1 teaspoon of salt, or 1.5, it depends how you like it. And then we're just gonna continue. Now, if you don't want to use so many ingredients, you can just settle with, ginger garlic paste, salt and pepper and lemon. You should be fine. Or maybe a little red chili powder, it's okay. All right. And if you do decide to use a turmeric powder, please make sure you wear gloves or you use some kind of a tool, because it does have a tendency to leave your nails yellow. So you have to be careful with that. And I'm just going to put this in the Ziploc bag. You can leave it in the same bowl and cover it well. And I do like to keep my chicken marinated for about 6 to 8 hours. But if you don't have such time, you can do 2 to 3 hours. That should be all right. Okay, so just finishing here. I just want to mix it well to make sure that all the parts have the marinade. All right, and now I'm going to move to the sauce. For the sauce, I am going to use whole tomatoes today, but you can use crushed tomatoes, you can use tomato paste, and I'm making a little insertion on the top over there. And I'm going to dip these tomatoes in hot boiling water for about 15 to 20 seconds. And this is blanching, and basically I just want to remove the skin of the tomatoes. If you don't want, it's okay. I don't like the skin of the tomatoes. Somehow, I don't know why, but I don't like it. All right, so you're just going to put it in the ice bath to make sure that it does not cook further. Okay, and then you're just going to peel the tomatoes so easily, just like this. Okay, and then after that you can just dice them, or you can blend them however you like. And then I'm going to start here on my saucepan. I've got 1.5 tablespoons of vegetable oil and half a cup of diced onions. You can use yellow, white, or red, whatever you prefer. And you just want them little light like this, not so dark. And then I'm adding the rest of the spices that I left. That's a cumin, a red chili powder, coriander, and turmeric. So turmeric is just about 1/4 teaspoon that you would use. Okay, and then just saute this for a couple of minutes. And then add the 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger garlic. Okay, and I have done this recipe before with fish and with a whole chicken. You can do the base however you like. You can boil it, you can blend it like how I did with the fish. The bottom line here is to have the coconut milk. That's the most important ingredient in this sauce. Okay, so we just add the tomatoes, and you want to cook them while you smash them, because you want the sauce to be very, very smooth. That's why most of the time a lot of people prefer to blend it after they cook it. Okay, so once it's cooked for about 5 to 10 minutes, I add the light coconut milk. So you're going to simmer this for about 10 to 15 minutes until your sauce has become really thick and well cooked. Then add the lemon juice. That's about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So it depends how you like it. You can add more red chilies or green chilies, whatever, if you want it more spicy. And then after that's well cooked, after the lemon, you'll cook it for about 5 minutes and then add the thick coconut milk. So I added 1 cup of light coconut milk and now 1 cup of thick coconut milk. Okay, so you want to bring it to a boil, and then once it comes to a boil, you want to simmer it and occasionally come back and stir it, because all your tomatoes and your onions will be, sticking at the bottom, and you don't want that to happen. Okay, so once that's done for about 10 minutes and your coconut is well cooked, you can turn off the heat and keep it till when you're ready to use it. Okay, so now I'm going to grill my chicken, and it was really, really hot, 95 degrees, and me close to that heat, I have no idea how long, how the temperature soared up. Okay, so I covered it and I cooked it for about 12 minutes, and now I'm ready to flip it. You don't have to cover it if you don't want to, but I wanted to cover it. There are too many flies and I don't know what's going on outside, so I had to cover it. Okay, so there. Okay, so we're just gonna cook it again on the other side for another 12 minutes. All right, and my heat got really, really hot, my charcoal, as you can see. And well, that's it. It smelled good, and it's almost ready. As you can see, if you're using a thermometer, please check that your temperature, inside temperature is 165 degrees Fahrenheit. If not, like if you're using a heat like this, 12 minutes on each side is perfectly all right. So now I'm going to smother my chicken with the coconut sauce that we prepared. Now, if you feel that your coconut sauce was way too thick, you can add a little bit of water. Okay, so you're going to coat all the chicken. And this is the best part of Kuku Kupaka. Okay, I've done this, with fish and with the whole chicken, but it was done in the oven and broiled. But if you really want to have the best authentic original, you got to use a coal. Okay, so anyway, I'm almost done, and I had to cut my chicken into four because it was just hanging with a thin strip of tissue in between, and it was so difficult for me to flip it over. So there you go, after one side. And once you coat the coconut sauce, you just want to cook it like 3 minutes on each side. That's why it's very important to have your chicken well cooked before you add the sauce, because the sauce is just the icing on the cake, okay? Well, that's about it. And, it was almost time to break the fast. So I was really, really rushing because, I like to cook last minute because I don't like to warm my food, in the microwave or anything. That's why I prefer it's always, I cook just before the time to eat. So from here, straight to the table. Okay, so we're ready. And it's looking really, really beautiful, golden mustard color, whatever you want to call it. So thank you so much. And this, you can serve it with rice, a plain coconut rice. You can serve it with chapati. You can serve it with mkate wa ufuta. You can serve it with anything you want, okay? And now we're going to coat the rest of the coconut sauce. I used 1 cup for the grilling and another cup over here, okay? So for more recipes, please visit me at Aroma of Zanzibar. You will also find all the ingredients and the measurements on this page and in the description box below. Thank you.